First of all, just give me your name and tell me a little bit about your position and your background.
My name is Grace Chung Lee. I'm a representative of One Booth International to UN and co-president of Religion for Peace International.
What have you discovered since you've been in Copenhagen in terms of the role that faith and religion can play in tackling the climate crisis?
I think we have a great role to play, bring the information we gathered here to kind of prepare information kit to all the leaders of our religious community. If they can disseminate what we can do together, I think we have a tremendous influence and impact in the climate change.
And is there a sense that you think you'll be able to bring the masses behind you to mobilize very large numbers of people? Because sometimes these can just be discussions amongst a small number of elite people at the top. Do you think you can reach out to the crowds of people necessary?
Yeah, that is my big focus and the greatest concern, that what we learn here from all different interdependent way of improving climate change situation, that if we prepare that kind of information kit for all clergy and imams and rabbis and monks and nuns around the world, if we can disseminate that information, if they can use that in their Sunday service or when they gather, I think we have a very tremendous network of Religion for Peace have, so we can utilize that networking of religions around the world.
Do you think it's fair to say that most people of faith have not placed care for the creation at the heart of their own sense of the sacred, their own faith, and that we all need to get back on track to the truth of our different spiritual faiths?
Yes, in this kind of a situation, really bring all religious people together to think about how we can do together. This interdependency of faith and moral values, as well as political wills, industries, all different walks of lives are contributing something that religious community can bring this message to our own teaching, sacred message of each religions, that it is possible if we go back to our own tradition, there is a way to find that sacredness connecting this climate change.
And finally, just give us an idea, since you've been here in Copenhagen, what sort of activities have you been engaged in terms of your day-to-day work?
Sometime in the morning, I attended a plenary session to see a little bit of the real discussion among delegates. And also 9th and 10th, we had 10th actually, Swedish church, we had the interfaith service. There was a very powerful spiritual way of bringing people together to reflect on climate change and send our prayers and meditation and chanting to delegate so they can come up with some agreement. And also side effect, there is my focus was really how people live and habit or buildings and so forth, how we can reduce and save energy and find a creative way to really come up with living within the limit of nature. So that was very informative and interesting explore here.